make more from not working. Yeah, literally. No, but that's not a bad thing. I think that's a good thing. I think this is a good thing. My point is, these jobs suck ass. And there are ways to make these jobs not suck as much ass, giving you a little bit more autonomy over what you do, or making it so that these wages are competitive. These are some of the ways that you can make these ass-sucking jobs feel a little bit more manageable. It would be like me saying there's an iPhone 12 shortage. There's not. I can pay $1,000 for one, but there is a shortage of iPhone 12s that costs like 20. So I'm an iPhone shortage. What? Once the building is done, what did they do then? Also, they could die every single day with no union rep. But yeah, I want to work there. When you say that most every job is unfulfilling, people have to take jobs to make a living. What is the alternative? Everyone becomes business owners without workers. I mean, you can be a business owner who works on its own business. So yes, that is the alternative. The alternative is making it manageable so you feel like you have a stake in what the fuck you're doing. Yeah. That is one way that you can very effectively make it so that people actually have a say, a stake, a piece of ownership in the profits that they're generating. There was a video recently on
businesses across the country
are
debating raising wages. Just yesterday, Bank America.
I love that, dude. I love that. Fuck these businesses, okay? They should raise their fucking wages. All right? And guess what, motherfucker? People are going to get so mad at me for saying this, okay? People are going to get so mad at me for saying this. Oh, Hassan, you're a business yourself. You have very little overhead, okay? Fuck you. It's easy for you to say. But you don't fucking die when your business falls apart because you simply relied on, like, not paying your fucking workers a living wage, okay? You know what happens in that situation? And I love this take. What happens in that situation is you don't go to jail, you don't die, you become a worker. And for capital owners, that is a death sentence because they recognize what they do to workers. Capital owners, business owners, recognize that becoming a worker, a member of the working class, is like a fucking death sentence because of the way that other capital owners, including themselves, treat motherfuckers. That's why they're like, no. We have to keep these fucking businesses going no matter what. The chatter who originally said that gets you so hard every time you say that, I bet. Yeah. You give capital owners too much credit. They're incapable of empathy like that.
America announced they will boost their minimum wage to $25 an hour by 2025. But it's not just large corporations. One ice cream shop in Pittsburgh couldn't fill open positions, so guess what they did? Raised their starting wage from $7.25 to $15 an hour, and now they are challenging other businesses to do the same. Joining us now, Jacob Panshar. He's co-owner of Clavon's Ice Cream Parlor in Pittsburgh. I'm so glad you're here because it's specifically ice cream parlors. That's what whenever I talk about raising minimum wage, I hear, yeah, but your local ice cream shop, they can't pay people more than $7 an hour. You can, you did, and it's working.
Yes, well, first of all, I want to say thank you for supporting small businesses and having small businesses on your show. I would say that there's a camaraderie loop going on here that we are closing. We have been loyal to our employees and we continue to have that loyalty, and that pays back in terms of return on investment and improving business.
So what happened when you raised your starting wage to $15 an hour? What happened?
We received well over 1,000 applications. We received, I think, 250
That's crazy, dude. What? No shot. That's wild, dude.
applications off of Facebook. We had 200 and some odd applications come in, and this is over the course of a week. So we stopped counting once we reached 1,000. We filled the 16 positions practically overnight. We did on-the-spot interviews as soon as people were coming in.
Has turnover changed since then? Oftentimes in low-wage jobs, there's tons and tons of turnover. People don't stay long, and that's a huge expense to businesses. Retraining employees, finding new employees.
Yes, especially in the restaurant business, turnover is
If large corporations raise their wages a lot, will small businesses be able to keep up? Genuine question. Family owns the deed to a factory, and we have raised wages already and got more workers, but it wasn't a question. I know I'm privileged to be born into this life. Damn, this motherfucker came in with the receipts. He's like, no, I have a deed to the factory. Okay. So whatever kind of factory you guys own, okay? The reality is there are additional benefits that you can offer to your workers as best as you can in your small business, your factory of the small business factory. Do you understand? More equity that you can give. There's more of a percentage of profits that you can allow. There's fucking ownership stakes. And also, more importantly than anything else, like a fucking seat at the table. Large corporations are never going to do that. And beyond that, the problem there is like the government should be helping small businesses in making this transition. That's literally what applying to $15 an hour jobs is like, though. It's been so hard to find work. Yeah, people are looking for work. They just don't want to work for fucking $7.25, dog. Why would they? And beyond that, small businesses are already dying. Big businesses are destroying small business factories. Factories that create small businesses. It's been happening despite the minimum wage not increasing for years. So, I have a small business as well. That small business is running an ad at the top of the hour. Now, of course, you can avoid those ads. I have a factory where I run an ad, a 60-second ad break at the top of the hour. That was such a good. Your pagos fuel me, okay? Whenever you fucking pago, it means that transition was so good. So if you'd like to no longer see said ads on the greatest Segway broadcaster, all you need to do is subscribe. You can do it for free with a Twitch Prime, baby. We are your unpaid workers because we watched the ad. Shut up, bitch. You don't even have to watch it. Sweden doesn't have minimum wage. We instead have strong trade unions. And for what I know, it works great. Yes. Countries that don't have like a federally regulated, federally mandated minimum wage don't need to have it because their labor unions cover nearly the entirety of the workforce. Okay. Excuse does not run ads is literally a lie. He does run ads. Shut the fuck up. He just doesn't let you know when he's running ads. I think he like auto runs them or something. He literally runs ads and more than me, I'm pretty sure. Anyway. Dudes who like subscribe to XQC will come in here and be like, dude, XQC doesn't run ads. Motherfucker, maybe because you're subbed to him, you don't see it. Like,
a big issue. And the other issue is burnout. A lot of people work 2 or 3 jobs, and now they're just working 1 job. So people are showing up on time now. They're reporting to work in a better mood. Customer service has improved. Things like that you don't always account for.
So that makes the quality of work and the work experience better. But has it been hard for you to pay that much? You basically doubled your payroll.
Well, yes and no. So from a top line perspective, we have more people coming into our shop as a result of raising our wage.
No, he doesn't in general, but because he doesn't Twitch auto runs them. Yeah, no shit, dog. That's why. Man, shut the fuck up. That's the entire reason why I fucking run the ads. Okay? I would rather personally control when I fucking run the ads and literally let you know ahead of time than have it fucking pop off in your face randomly. God damn, dude. People are so fucking annoying. Like, you can't win. It makes me feel like I should have never negotiated like less ad density. And instead just fucking auto ran the ads. People are not annoying actually, and you can win if you know how to.
Because people want to support a business that's taking care of their employees. Also, our costs are going down as a result of less turnover, and we have not raised prices. So at the end of the day, I haven't noticed a difference on our bottom line.
So when businesses say, I just can't afford to pay people more, is it a fair argument to say, then you don't have a business model that works if you can't run a business profitably and at the same time pay people a living wage?
This is the person who literally got mad at Joe Biden and said that, like, there are real people living on Fifth Avenue. And this concept between Wall Street and Main Street is actually very divisive. And that you shouldn't mention that, Joe Biden. Like, she got mad at like a senator famous for sucking up the big banks. Like, literally known for sucking up the big banks of wealthy people.
I agree.
I'll take that. You're challenging other businesses to do the same. Why haven't they?
So
your viewers would rather get an auto ad than listen to you advertise your sub to me ad spiel every hour. Hey, Ashy TV, when your fucking Twitch pops off, okay, you got TV on the end of your thing. When your Twitch pops off, you can work your ads in when you get a contract, like a partner contract, you'll run it the way you want to, okay? I will not be coming into your fucking chat and telling you how to run your goddamn stream.
There's a little bit of gun shy. So I had to really study this in depth and really take a look at our forecast and really think through how I was going to manage all this. You're going to have to do the same and see what works for you. And I was also facing the challenge of right now in the market, better employers are paying higher wages. So I was losing some of my best employees to better employers. So when I figured, okay, I have these better people back, we have a better customer retention, churn is lower, things like that. You have to calculate and think about all of those items in order to do a forecast. It's not just strict, double book accounting. You have to think about a comprehensive aspect of the business and take every factor into account.
Thank you. We're out of time. I have to ask you, what's your favorite flavor?
I think we have the best chocolate chip cookie dough in the world. So
well,
that's
that is a favorite of mine.
What? Oh my God. Bretman Rock. Look at his merch, bro. Someone said your merch is mainstream now. Bretman took your idea. I mean, it's not my idea, but I want everyone to know. I want everyone to fucking know. Every single person that made fun of me, that said my merchandise looks like Virgin Apparel, that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. That merch that I fucking created was actually, what do you call it? Like, just the worst and not cool and whatever. And I don't know anything about fashion. Look at that, dude. This is literally Fashion Andy over here. Shit, I regret not buying it now. Please release it again. Fuck you, dude. Exactly. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. Yeah. It's done. I literally got a phone number last week when I was wearing your merch last weekend. That shit hurt my nipples a bunch. No cap. You have to clean it, dude. You have to wash it. All I'm saying is like, who's this guy even? Bretman Rock is actually pretty chill. I'm not saying that because he follows me. Okay, I am saying that because he follows me. But I've said this before, like, also, it was just poor execution on a good aesthetic. Shut the fuck up. That's literal cope. You are actually coping. Hit me up with offers I will resell. Anyway, I posted a picture with your merch and my 14-year-old cousin said it's a vibe, so there's that going for it. There you go. Everybody knows 14-year-olds know what's fucking cool, dude. I'd only watched you for some days when you released the merch. Now afterwards, I watch nearly every day. Regret is real. Do not worry. Do not worry. More merch is coming. I'm literally working with a like brand partner that wait, was there more videos on that? Was that a playlist or just one video? Oh, it was one video. I'm literally working with a with like a company. Yeah, it's all union made. All union made, domestic manufacturing, okay? Obviously, that's part of the reason why it took so fucking much, or took so long, rather, to, like, put everything together. But, I have, I'm working with a brand partner right now, and we're literally just we're gonna come out with, like, an actual fucking brand, rather than just, like, a one-off merch that I'm gonna do. Like, there's gonna be a fucking website that you can go to. There's gonna be like consistent merch that you can purchase, like brand merch, the shit, and then there's gonna be like one-offs and shit like that. Okay, so don't worry. Make it look drippy. I'll wore it. Got a girl's number until she saw the chicken tendies. What, she took the number back? That fashion looks dumb as fuck and uncomfortable. Pants, shorts, and t-shirt. That's all that's needed in life. Everything is dumb and extra. Okay. Wish stole your merch design. I looked up your name on the app and they have your merch there. What is that? I know you think you know what you're talking about, but you have no idea how hard. Okay, shut up. I'm not going to read that as bait. I put your OG merch on StockX and it's currently going for $2,300. Okay, shut up. You are now a brand. Unironically, I am. I know. I literally am, dude. What is this? Oh, for people who are asking what my shirt looked like, this is what it looked like. Where's my shirt, Azan? I literally have it. I have it here. That's not even a meme. I have one specifically. I got one specifically for Doodoo Daphne. And like, because we never fucking hang out. Just too busy fucking sleeping during the day and then streaming during demon hours. That like, it's straight up her fault. I have it. I had sex in the shirt. Congratulations, my friend. Please, for the love of God, has some big and tall sizes. Don't worry. 2BR02BKV, thank you for the 5 tier 1 gift subs. I realize the chicken tendies double as explosions. Yeah, that's the whole point. That's on purpose. Half the United States now are intending to cut off federal jobless benefits starting as soon as next week. We'll explain what's happening with those bonus checks, pandemic relief aid, and unemployment tax refunds. At least 25 states, most of them red, are now cutting out the federal unemployment benefits program, with Maryland announcing it will stop sending the bonus weekly payment. As part of the American Rescue Plan of 2021, the federal government authorized an extra $300 a week in jobless aid and extended pandemic unemployment assistance for the self-employed, with an expiration date of September 6th. However, governors of 25 states said that they're going to stop participating in these programs. If Democrats do not scream from the rooftops, do not scream from every fucking mountaintop that, like, they gave the working poor money and Republicans turned around and took that away from them because they care more. Because they care more about business owners than they deserve to lose all the time. And of course, it is the Democrats, so they do deserve to lose. There will be international shipping, I'm pretty sure. People talk about having a brand being bad. State social nets or being a self-described socialist literally has nothing to do with being an influencer, entertainer, and the two can easily work hand in hand. So, Jen Psaki said the GOP-led states cutting federal unemployment benefits have every right to do so. This is what the take from the White House on this, by the way. Here. Remember, Psaki said the government, GOP governors cutting supplemental unemployment benefits have every right to do so. Remember how I said, I didn't know that this was out there already. Remember how I said, like, Democrats should be screaming from the fucking rooftops about how the GOP is taking away their jobless aid? That was quick. That was quick. I didn't realize that it was going to be this quick. They were going to fail. Okay. Democrats give the working poor money, and then Republican demons take it away at the behest of business owners. Dems then instead of using this as an opportunity to show that the GOP is against the working class, they defend them. Dems deserve to lose. Oh my God. Giving undocumented people to work without an SSN would help a lot in the first place. Just giving benefits to these individuals, and it would help the economy greatly due to the demand. It might also help forcing minimum wage to increase. We're such fucking losers, dude. I mean, it's all right. Is there a typo, chat? I need you to tell me if I like fucked up anything here. They're fucking L nerds, dude. Okay, I'm blasting it. You forgot to write demon rats? The OMG is the best part. Thank you. I do write, like, I do text and write like I'm a little 14-year-old girl. And tweet like that as well. Probably one of my worst qualities. Anyway, Miskiff just said Rice Gum will kick your ass right after watching the embarrassing video of him being picked like a baby. Yeah, motherfucker's trying to farm some. Miskiff is trying to farm some fucking drama right now. That's what he's trying to do. That's what he's doing. I tried some Blue de Chanel. Oh yeah, it's very good. I hate it, dude. I hate it so much. They're so stupid. They're so fucking stupid and bad for doing this. These guys are demons. And the Democratic Party, these guys are fucking demons, okay? And of course, it's like literally, you know, exactly the states that need it the most. And we need to find a workaround the filibuster to push for any part of the Democratic agenda, no matter how important it is. And instead of being like, this is so dumb, you guys are brutalizing your own fucking people, they, instead of using this as an opportunity, this is a gift. This is a fucking gift to the Democratic Party to just like run the built-in marketing line that like Democratic Party is actually the working class party, especially at a time when like, because of Trumpian populist messaging, like people are on board with like government safety nets. But no, instead they legitimize the Chamber of Commerce backed narrative that like, you know, welfare and social safety nets are somehow bad because it allows people to survive and demand higher wages. Chanel is the cologne I use. Lib Hassan? What do you mean Lib Hassan? Dude, listen, my friend. I think a lot of you forget that, like, I'm not appealing just to you, a person who has been hardened by watching and following content or my content and just having like a better formed leftist worldview. I'm appealing to a lot of liberals. I want to separate liberals from liberalism. Oh, you mean Mehdi Hassan? Okay. Yeah. The reason why I use rhetoric that doesn't immediately demonize the Democratic Party is because a lot of people understand politics from the two-party system. He is the lib, though. And it still hurt your ego? No, I do use soft terms that demonstrate you know, I use softer terms when describing the Democratic Party because I want people to understand, like, even when I'm being incredibly fucking charitable to the Democratic Party, they still are moronic.
The longest-serving prime minister in Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, looks like he's on his way out of office. Netanyahu, of course, a hardliner who made racist remarks about Arab voters, faced political scandal after political scandal, and launched 3 bombing campaigns against Gaza, the most recent of which last month killed more than 60 Palestinian children.
Twitch drama between Hassan and Dream turns into a reasonable conversation. Yesterday, this evening played out in real time between 2 hugely popular streamers. Okay, we'll read this afterwards. This late Piker, whose corner of Twitch does not regularly overlap with Dream, down an audience shoveled rabbit hole of Dream's past infractions that suggested he once harbored a Trumpy alt-right views, despite his sometimes too passionate audience's socially progressive reputation. This included a pro-Trump Reddit account that apparently did not fully belong to Dream, an ill-advised joke tweet about America assassinating Iranian General Qasem Soleimani, and most perniciously, the time early last year when Dream and his friends played with Minecraft game's original creator, Marcus Notch Person, who has revealed himself to hold such noxious viewpoints that Microsoft basically deleted him from the game. Slow news day at Kotaku? This is not a slow news day, dude. Do you not know? This is literally, Nathan Grayson writes stuff like this all the time.
So anyone who gives a damn about human rights or international law won't be shedding any tears over Bibi's impending departure.
Dude, literally, I'm trying to fucking talk about Israel-Palestine, and motherfuckers don't care. They're like, what is your cologne? I already said, it's Chanel, it's blue, okay? Chanel blue. Chanel blue is my fucking cologne. Please stop asking me about what kind of fucking cologne I use, you sick freaks, okay? God damn. God damn, dude. It's just like, I want to smell like you. I want to smell like you. I just need to get the same fucking cologne that you have, okay? It's very good.
departure. But let's be clear. This guy looks set to be his replacement, and in many ways, he makes Netanyahu look like a Boy Scout. Yes, Naftali Bennett, leader of the tiny Yamina party, a multimillionaire ex-software guy, husband to a pastry chef, and son of American immigrants from San Francisco. But Bennett has a long history of anti-Palestinian bigotry and incitement to violence. He once told a Palestinian member of the Israeli parliament on live television, "When you were still swinging from trees, we had a Jewish state here." Charming. When he was told in an Israeli cabinet meeting 8 years ago that you can't just execute Palestinian terror suspects, you have to arrest them first, Israeli paper Yediot Aharonot reported he said, "I've killed lots of Arabs in my life and there's no problem with that."
Okay, I hate to interrupt this broadcast, but Bo Burnham DM'd me on Instagram. And I was right. I said, "Incredible special, man. Would love to have you on my Twitch stream sometime. We met a long time ago when you came to the Young Turk studio, but I was behind the camera at the time, so it likely wasn't a memorable experience for you as it was for me." That's what I told him. I'm not going to actually mention most of the stuff that he said, but he did say, "Thank you, man. This really means a lot. I sadly don't remember meeting, which blows because I've genuinely become a fan in the time since and regularly watched your stream highlights on YouTube through all this shit." That's crazy, dude. That's fucking nuts. Bo Burnham is a community member, boys. I mean, he's a YouTube frog, but whatever. I told you guys, and you motherfuckers said I was wrong. You said I was wrong, dude. Did he ask you to unban him? No. He's a Hasanabi Clips subscriber. The Clips Complex. Oh my god, dude. Wow, that's so sick. That's so sick. Dude, he is so awesome. He's gonna come on? Yeah. He said he would. He's just like figuring some stuff out. Kinda nuts how much of your YouTube has been popping off. I remember when that shit was trash. Okay, fuck you, dude. But yeah, you're right. Dude, it was insane. Like that, because his special was like, I said this already, like if you were like a part of this community for I just talked about this earlier. Oh my God. If you were a part of this community for this entire process throughout, like, you know, the BLM protests and throughout COVID, like the way he like his special just like reflects so much of the experience that, I mean, I'm not going to get out of hand here and be like, oh my God, he like watched a lot of, you know, my YouTube or anything like that. But it felt so fucking personal and so closely resembled like my personal experience. It blows my fucking mind that he said that. His special perfectly described my journey, leftist radicalization, depression, etc. Yeah. That's wild, dude. That's so sick. That's so sick. He's so awesome. We'd be like, fuck coming on the stream. Let's be friends, please. It's the banner W. You blew up, bro. I was watching like 6 months ago, and now I feel like an old dog. That is so cool. That's so fucking cool. Dude, my heart is pounding. Yeah, the special was amazing. It's depressing as fuck, but it's so good. It's also a great reflection of like being creative in this time of being alone. It was so good, dude. I'm not gonna push him and and be like, dude, come on the broadcast or anything like that. But it is wild to see. That's so awesome. Dude, he is so fucking cool. That is so sick. Now you know what gray names feel like when you read our takes? Okay, shut up, dude. I'm only this excited because a taller man than me is a fan, or has at least like watched my content. That's it. That's the only reason why I'm this excited. I want to smell like you and wear clothes like you and grow my hair like you and get glasses like you and get beefy like you and make jokes like you, have good takes like you and bang my wife, an animal like you. I'm vegan, by the way. Okay, Gorbot, you got to stop, dude. Why does this hype matter? It's a joke, dude. Remember that guy that said Bo would hate everything about you? Yeah, I do remember. I wonder where that guy is now. Yeah, no, he's super tall. The reason why I bring it up is because I made fun of him when I met him for that. What is this video? What the fuck am I reading? Oh, this is... Okay. All right. Now that we had that brief moment... let's get back to... Let's get back to the unfortunate... Dude, I was going to pee, and then I saw that DM, and I ran back here. Like, I literally... What? You're such a liar. I literally got up to pee, read that DM, and I fucking ran back here, dude. To share with you guys. There's no shot that's him. This is someone else that, like, yeah, exactly. He knew too much about Twitch not to have watched like Twitch streamers. There's 3 versions of Chanel Blue the Chanel. Which one do you have? Oh my god, dude. That's Bob Earnham. Bob Earnham. This is true. Okay, we're done. Whichever one, Parfume or Eau de Parfume, whichever one is like the most aggro one, okay? That's the one. That's the one I did. Okay, let's get back to this. I have to fucking pee. Damn, this is why I gotta sell that fucking body pillow, dog. Holy shit. Okay, this is the new Israeli Prime Minister.
Bibi's
who's worse than Bibi Netanyahu.
Pending departure. But let's be clear. This guy looks set to be his replacement, and in many ways, he makes Netanyahu look like a Boy Scout. Yes, Naftali Bennett, leader of the tiny Yamina party, a multimillionaire ex-software guy, husband to a pastry chef, and son of American immigrants from San Francisco. But Bennett has a long history of anti-Palestinian bigotry and incitement to violence. He once told a Palestinian member of the Israeli parliament on live television, "When you were still swinging from trees, we had a Jewish state here." Charming. When he was told in an Israeli cabinet meeting 8 years ago that you can't just execute Palestinian terror suspects, you have to arrest them first, Israeli paper Yediot Aharonot reported he said, "I've killed lots of Arabs in my life and there's no problem with that." No problem with that. In fact, in 2018, when hundreds of Palestinian protesters were marching to the Gaza-Israel fence, and Bennett was asked if he was willing to allow the army to shoot and kill Palestinian children who managed to breach that fence, he replied, They are not children. They are terrorists. This is a politician who tried to ban members of an anti-war group of Israeli military veterans from speaking to high school students, who tried to ban a novel about a Muslim-Jewish romance. This is proper, far-right, authoritarian, racist messaging. It is. Bennett is so hard right that for a time he led the Yesha Council, representing Israel's...
What the fuck was that mini F, dude? That was weird. That was weird as hell.
illegal settlements in the occupied West Bank, even though Bennett's not a settler himself. He is a man of faith, though, set to become the first Israeli prime minister to wear a kippah, believe it or not. And there's nothing wrong with that. In my view, being a person of faith is a good thing. But Bennett is a religious nationalist, a theocrat. He believes God gave the Jews all of the land, so it's theirs, and only theirs. Don't take my word for it. It's literally what he told me when I interviewed him back in 2017 on Al Jazeera English.
Mahdi, I guess what you need to do is go back and change the Bible.
Oh yeah, we watched this already. All right, we'll look at Benny Gantz, the supposedly liberal alternative to Netanyahu in a little bit, and then we'll look at the dream stuff too on Kotaku.
Need to change the narrative of the Bible because it's all there, and I assume
is Israel a theocracy?
All Muslims,
is Israel now a theocracy?
and
Is it a religious state?
I assume.
Why are you quoting the Bible
that
to me? I'm
all
quoting the Supreme
Christians,
Court
Muslims,
of
and
your
Jews.
country. That was undoubtedly one of the stranger interviews I've done with an elected politician. Bennett also has a Trumpian approach to facts.
Dude, do you know about Narendra Modi? Nah, dude, I've never heard of that guy. What is he, like a streamer? Dude, Twitter video is so bad,
Here
dude.
he is with my MSNBC colleague Ayman Muhyiddin the other week when asked about a two-state solution.
You have said the idea of establishing a Palestinian state has reached, and I quote, a dead end. If you don't believe in a two-state solution or full equal rights for Palestinians living under Israeli occupation in the West Bank and East Jerusalem, what should happen to Palestinians under your rule?
We're talking about an autonomy. Right now, there is a Palestinian state in Gaza.
No honest or serious person believes Gaza is the Palestinian state or has any kind of independence or sovereignty. But this is who he is. Anti-peace, anti-two-state solution. This is a guy whose campaign ad once said, there are certain things that most of us understand will never happen. The Sopranos are not coming back for another season, and there will never be a peace plan with the Palestinians. This is a guy who told the New Yorker in 2013, I will do everything in my power to make sure they never get a state, referring to the Palestinians. So look, if you're a Palestinian in the occupied territories or an Israeli who genuinely believes in peace and equality, Bennett isn't just more of the same, he's worse. Worse even than Netanyahu in many ways. But there is perhaps a silver lining. For years, American liberals, the Democrats, have been able to avoid the issue of the occupation of the Palestinians by just pointing to Israeli leaders.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, he'll totally cede power to Lapid in 2 years. Yeah, I can't wait for that coalition to fucking fall apart, and then a new one forming with like an even larger. Sorry, I'm texting Jake and Bake live currently on the side about IRL streaming, but I can't wait for that coalition to fucking fall apart and crumble. Okay, that's what's gonna happen. Which doesn't even matter because the other dude is also very reactionary with respect to Palestinian existence. So
even to Netanyahu and saying, let's have a peace process. Let's have a two-state solution. That's what we all believe in. With Bennett, that dodge is no longer possible. The likely next Israeli prime minister does not believe in a Palestinian state, never has. So to America's liberal politicians, I say, what are you going to do about that?
Kahanas are going to control the Knesset by 2030? Yeah, fucking...
The longest...
Not even 2030. Wait, what is happening? What is happening?
State solution or...
No honest or serious person believes Gaza is the Palestinian state or has any kind of independence or sovereignty. But this is who he is. Anti-peace, anti-two-state solution. This is a guy whose campaign ad once said, there are certain things that most of us understand will never happen. The Sopranos are not coming back for another season, and there will never be a peace plan with the Palestinians. This is a guy who told the New Yorker in 2013, I will do everything in my power to make sure they never get a state, referring to the Palestinians. So look, if you're a Palestinian in the occupied territories or an Israeli who genuinely believes in peace and equality, Bennett isn't just more of the same, he's worse. Worse even than Netanyahu in many ways. But there is perhaps a silver lining. For years, American liberals, the Democrats, have been able to avoid the issue of the occupation of the Palestinians by just pointing to Israeli leaders, even to Netanyahu, and saying, let's have a peace process. Let's have a two-state solution. That's what...
It sounds like he just literally wants to eradicate them. Yes, that's what every fucking Israeli... Most members of the Knesset talk this way about Palestinians, okay? It's like every Israeli politician has some fucking quote that, like, straight up sounds like they want to murder every Palestinian. Like, it's just... Because the unfortunate reality is that Zionism as a project relies on the complete eradication of Palestinians living on historic Palestinian soil. That's it. No, man, they want peace. Yeah, peace, like the unrelenting silence that will come from Gaza in the bombing campaign. That's what Benny Gantz said. This is Benny Gantz, Israeli Defense Minister Benny Gantz, who ran on being the more tolerant, more liberal approach to Netanyahu's reactionary regime. Now, of course, while he was doing that, he literally defended his war crime. Not even defended, sorry. He promoted himself by speaking about his war crimes against Palestinians living in the Gaza Strip. Like, that was his argument. Or was it actually Golan Heights? This is not Benny Gantz. This is the Vice interviewer. Let's see.
An insane
He's the least nationalist
week
Israeli.
for Israeli politics. And we have an exclusive interview with Benny Gantz, who is the defense minister. He was the alternate prime minister under Benjamin Netanyahu. He's also overseen the most recent Palestinian conflicts and has a lot to say about the politics and about the situation in Gaza today. So we now know that there will likely be a coalition government which is going to be formed, which will oust Benjamin Netanyahu. As his longtime rival, how do you feel about that?
Like, longtime rival.
I feel that it's good for Israel that it's a new start for us. We should say thank you, Benjamin Netanyahu. We are taking it from here. He did a lot for the state of Israel, and I don't forget that. But it's about time that we will have a new prime minister, a new government that will concentrate in solving the problems of the country and not just concentrate on its political survivability, which was the case of Benjamin Netanyahu.
That was a very diplomatic and polite answer for someone who's been at loggerheads with this man for a long time.
I was trained as military diplomat for 2.5 years.
Benjamin Netanyahu obviously has incredible political survival skills. What happens to him next?
He's facing a serious issue with the state court, with the provisional court, and I hope that he will get it okay out of it. He will have to control his party if he wants to stay around, and no one knows how strong and how long will the next government be able to function.
Gantz has traveled to the US to meet with American officials. Top of the agenda is lessening...
What do you mean Vice? Fuck Vice for normalizing this piece of shit. Like, every mainstream media outlet does this. Every mainstream media outlet treats the murderous sentiment expressed by Israeli politicians on a regular basis as though they are totally normal, and not even just normal, but like actually expected and reasonable statements, because of the underlying fear of Palestinian existence is legitimate. Like, this is the mainstream thought. That's why it is a significant achievement that in the United States of America, 60%, or not 60, 40% of Americans overall believe that Israel caused the last round of violence, and 60% of Americans believe that Palestinians caused it. That number is actually devastating when you know the facts, but that number is an incredible sign of hope. When you actually match that with prior years and how the American media and the American public has treated Palestinians, that's like a ridiculous W for Palestinians. That actually gives an incredible amount of hope to the Palestinians living in diaspora, or Palestinians living in Gaza, Palestinians all around the fucking world. It's crazy, dude, because up until this moment, like, oh my God, the propaganda is so fucking solid, so solidly on the side of Israel. Yeah, and also the younger American numbers are flipped 60% to blame it on Israel and 40% to blame it on Palestinians. It was Israel, Hamas. Okay. Like Reddit celebrating Alexei Navalny, a well-known neo-Nazi, because he is the opposition. Wait, what? No, it's not like that at fucking all, dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
The threat of Iran, as well as requesting more US military aid to replenish Israel's Iron Dome, which intercepts incoming rockets.
To be honest, I think the craziest number is how many American Jews have turned to support Palestine. No, American Jews are not a monolith, dude. I mean, young Jews are very, very progressive regardless. And by the way, it's the work of, if not now, for example, that have played a fundamental role in changing the minds of young American Jews that are way, way more progressive with the Palestine issue than and also Jewish Voice for Peace, of course, obviously. Like, but yeah, young Jews are fucking crazy woke and actually very progressive.
A number of progressives within the Democratic Party in the US have taken a pretty pro-Palestinian stance. I'm wondering whether you are worried at all about that and worried that Israel is at risk of losing their special relationship with the US.
Well, I hope we won't be losing our special relations. I think the bonds between the two countries are very much in place, very much solid. President Biden is a known friend of Israel for decades already, and I'm sure that he would practice his friendship into the future as well.
Are you worried at all, though? I mean, given that, recently there has been a lot of anger, I would say, internationally across the world.
Yeah, I hear that. Of course, I don't accept it. Let us not forget the basic reality. We are talking about the case Hamas. It's a terror organization that holds as hostages his own population.
Terror. Dude, this is like literally... Eran Morad was so fucking on the dot, dude. Even though I am kind of bummed about Sacha Baron Cohen and his like one recent lack of silence in the last round of like Israeli violence, and also on top of that, like his hyper focus on like anti-Semitism being spread on social media, which is still understandable and a just cause to take on. With, did I say lack of silence? I meant total silence. Sacha Baron Cohen has been a Zionist for a long time. Yeah, except he was not like, I mean, he literally fucking performed with a Zionist troupe, like a Zionist theater troupe. But he defended Fartlow, man. Oh my God, dude. So this is who you were talking about a few streams ago that you wanted to call out. Yeah, dude, it's so fucking... It's really... Wait, no, he didn't. There's no shot he defended fucking Eve Fartlow. Sacha Baron Cohen, who like literally is a comedy writer for Borat, and like he said, this guy literally fucking, dude, I am losing, like, no shot, dude, no fucking shot. That's so sad. I do not believe that. I think you made that up. There's no way. You need to give me evidence that this is the... I need to see receipts. Netanyahu retweeted a statement on Friday afternoon that said overthrowing him would cause a collapse of the global right wing. Good. Oh no, dude. Fuck, dude. What? That's crazy, dude. Oh no. So where are the downsides to that? Like, what's the negative consequence then? I think he cares more about fighting anti-Semitism than fighting Zionism. I know he retweeted Mark Ruffalo's Israel isn't committing genocide tweet. I know, which was fucking bullshit, but shout out to the huge indie game bundle that just dropped for Palestinian aid. 1,000+ games for $5. Dude, stop, dude. Stop sending me the fucking girlfriend moan YouTube video. The far right are saying that we were right all along about the China virus. You're on drama alert? Sick. I did see the Ethiopian Jew IDF Lieutenant Idpal propaganda, the Zionist Idpal propaganda. I forgot to talk about this. We'll talk about it in a little bit. Yeah. Wild that there's like a Dream Updates account that like that shows. Dude, it blows my mind that Sacha Baron Cohen, who did like a militant right-wing fucking Israeli Mossad member, and played it so perfectly and like made jokes about it so perfectly, is also the same people who's like, I can't believe this is happening, like, you know, Israel's not doing genocide. Like, it's crazy. I like how there's a group of people who in the same breath saying we can't make safe vaccines till the virus is lab developed. Yeah. I linked you propaganda earlier. I'm sorry about that. What? The surge in anti-Semitism on the streets is fueled by anti-Semitism on social media. Jack, Twitter, why do you allow hashtag Hitler was right? Those who celebrate the Holocaust aim to perpetuate another. Hashtag stop hate for profit. One of the biggest fucking hypocrites in a field, positively brimming with them. I mean, I know why Felix says this, because he's like, I think the Borat movies are hilarious. I also think if someone who isn't Jewish just made a funny movie about a Jewish guy who's annoying, Sacha Baron Cohen would probably cry about it for the rest of his life. I mean, like, I get where Sacha Baron Cohen is coming from this. Like, I'm not gonna fucking... I'm not upset about this. I'm upset about fucking him being like, Israel's not committing genocide. Have you or will you ever debate this topic with someone whose views are pro-Israel? No, because like literally everyone is. Just go watch any other show, any other outlet, any other... If you want to hear like the fucking right-wing takes on Israel, it's literally just open your eyes to... Bruh, but he did a crazy ass IDF character. No, he also he's always done. I mean, he always jokes about like, dude, Keemstar dislikes you so much he calls you streamer in the title rather than titling it Rice Gum versus Hasanabi. I mean, that's so dumb. He's like cucking his own fucking. He's cucking his own like SEO then. Just another Turk okay with his Kazakh brothers being a worldwide laughing stock. Feels weird, man. Listen, man, I'm sorry. If it makes me laugh, it's gonna be hard. I hope he will make one about Turks too. Sorry, he didn't defend her. I misremembered. Yeah, no, there's no shot that someone who like fucking created Borat would turn around and be like, I'm so offended that like Eve Fartlow is like a digital lynching or a social media pogrom or whatever.
He's operating from populated area by intention against